Yo,
Commodities back and forth.
harga
And
sini
those
dulu,
that come
guys.
across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come.
Iya. Hmm?
Solidify!
Decided by destiny. No, my sword. The fuse is lit.
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Go bishop down.
Apa. Agak ngelag ya. Ada patut.
Solidify!
Written in the stars. Rain cutter. Time for a light show.
Lah mana anjir, kagak ada yang dapet. Oh ini. Alright, teleport sini guys.
Stabilize! I will have order!
Let me scribe. A festive reprise. Rain outlines your fire hazard.
What you got? Another test.
Decided by destiny.
Try!
The fuse is lit.
Nice. Kembali misi gua. Hmm?
Gather!
Iya.
Order guide you!
Here come the fireworks. Delve into destiny. Witness the power of GACHA. Fire hazard.
Iya. Oke. Khusus.
Stabilize!
Sini.
This is order!
The fuse is lit.
Ah, kelar kan. Berapa sih ini gua? 335. Oke. Ya, daily dulu guys. Jadi lama banget ya.
Gather!
Go Bishop down! Fate is upon you.
Udah
Know my sword.
enak. Asyuk.
Solidify!
Decided by destiny. Time for a light show.
Oh duh.
Gather!
Here come the fireworks.
Kecil. Oke, lanjut guys. Live stream bocil. Enggak lah, kan bukan buat video. Live stream yang langsung. No, ada di Om Ayung lah kalau kamu mau.
Solidify!
Iya. Lebih lama di live stream memang. Iya. Woi. Ada dah, tutup dah. Yuk.
Stabilize! Order guide you!
A festive reprise. Written in the stars. Rain cutter.
Lagi. Mana?
Solidify! This is order!
Go Bishop down! Shadows of fate. Huh? The fuse is lit.
will have order.
Decided by destiny. Know my sword. Fire hazard. A festive retreat.
Apa?
Let me scribe.
Karakter dia,
Witness
bro.
the power of GACHA.
Buat nangkis shield.
Fuse is lit.
Support. Anda bocil. Iya. Emang iya. Fatih. Wah. Iya. Nggak boleh.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Apaan? Ya iya
Ad
bro.
Astra.
Yang bener lo, bukan kali itu susu cu. Alright. Kapan dicariin asu-asu? Nggak gitu lah. Iya.
If you ever have it.
Apaan cu? Oh kunci. Oke. Kita langsung gas. Oh kita nggak bisa kok guys. Katanya di dalam Serenity Put tuh co-op. Udah lagi solo. Oke. Dulu. Apa nih? Voice select. My god, nge-freeze. Kasih kick 4th leveler gua. Yo, emang mantep lah. Sekarang kita bayangan ungu nih ya. Ini kan. Kayak si ini guys. KAZUHA.
Since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then. Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today? Huh? What's up?
What's up? Siapa tuh guys?
What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Range-nya
So you don't... Seems like I've mistaken you for someone.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right... No, wait! Even when you've got the right...
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
Kazuha.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses... That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword at... Well, one thing's for sure. No, right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy... Anyway, just to
Kayak
be on the
kambing
safe
tur
side,
kau.
we should go find Kazuha. Oh? What
Yang
kind
coba
of
kambing tur yang dia.
A special connection? You mean... Yeah,
Bisa nggak kamu
anyway,
kayak gitu?
there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for...
At the moment. Jalan yang lain tentang bersahabat. Oke, kita mulai guys. Kita ke Rito. Oh, Kazuha lagi situ. Di mute itu yung. Gua mute kan nung kayo nonton.
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after... Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting... Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he...
Oh, so you still don't...
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the right... Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
Aisha.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that he was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable. Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit.
All right then. I'll just stay...
Marcus Tendrio. Oh, yung situ guys. Bukan mali. Wah, ada Kazuha guys. Aku ambil air dulu.
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaedahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaedahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaedahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
Makain guys.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing, but there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaedahara and Kamisato. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui, attributing... Considering Mr. Kaedahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only... In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the find...
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill. However, would I be correct to assume that this
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be you will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the... Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara and the art of blade making.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors...
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the show. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo.
What? But that doesn't make sense.
That is correct. However, to some people,
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable, but perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this
is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious...
In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then.
Yikes! We nearly...
Hasta.
Why would such a dangerous individual...
Kamu
No.
udah saudara?
This puzzles me as much as it... My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art. Focused on blade testing, those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in
Bro,
battle.
semuanya yang kebetulan.
So
Berarti
it's hard-
keluarga
All the
dia,
more
guys.
reason to watch your back.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter. I will first join the traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive...
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on.
Ayun,
Let's
ni
go
ma-
and track
mapapag
down your
ng
aggressor.
usaha.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Yo guys, kita harus telepon. Iya. Tapi yang dari dulu YouTubernya diramai.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick
Yeah.
question. Do you know if anyone around...
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaedehara. I've heard...
You are too
Kok
kind.
aja yang itunya.
We are currently
yang luarnya.
investigating an assault
Ah.
and would appreciate
Wag
any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. Mr. Kaedehara is currently
Ntar
the
pas
talk
mau
of the
pulang
town,
baru.
so there are always... To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate...
Millions of
Dan
more?
Nora.
Whoa!
Please, accept my...
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. Sorry, I got a little off topic, but I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryo Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryo...
Oh,
Kamu
that
Paimon
does
ya?
make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trails of...
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked, few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the
cara
first person
memujiku
who...
ya?
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to
Belum.
be humble around. It would cause
Ada
me
uangnya
great
kalau
grief
mau.
to see someone become critically in for the
Ntar
poor
lah, ini
victim.
harus ada
This would be a
subscriber dulu.
completely senseless
10
crime.
baru kita
Don't worry, we'll
beli
find
dia.
him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr.
Enggak, kan belum
Kaedehara.
10, nanti
Surely
kalau udah
You flatter me.
Iya.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely Oh, Actually, there was one strange incident. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During time.
All right then. Recently, two people, one of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the
Amenoma.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, two grown men going missing at the same time. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade.
Perhaps understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Anggap saja kita bantu Ryuji.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma smithy.
Sounds good. All the best.
Kita ke pang bikin blacksmith juga. What? Oh, kita nanya ke kakeknya. Kambing Thor, guys.
If it isn't Kaedahara KAZUHA.
Yes, the Kaedahara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden.
Nenek moyang.
After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respect.
Gitu rupanya.
Yes, you may recall the story of the...
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, as an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in. As for the art of the Kaedahara clan...
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade, for only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade, you are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart.
You overestimate me. My actions are but let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information. We hope to assist with the investigation.
Ah, yes. My nephew. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. But I've done what I can so far. Worrying is...
We heard that there was a collector involved in the
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato. After that...
Tukaran.
Yes. Strange, isn't it? If I had to guess, it must... He's never been particularly interested in blade forging. But as always, he is extraordinarily talented in martial arts. Particularly when it comes...
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find, based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only you...
What? No. He is humble and kind.
Humble.
Even his training is done with the goal of Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, but... With that said, it's equally out of I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that,
Kenapa
Haina
emang ya?
doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as
Dapat
well.
informasi dari keluarga Nagato
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two met. Let's pay a visit to the Naga.
Oke guys, kita ke rumah Nagato. Oh, ini rumahnya guys. Masih Nagato. Siapa nih? Sasachi.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
Iya.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to
Buru-buru.
help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some
Kayak
questions
aku.
about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Makan.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
Andiyan sini po.
I'm
Nag-live
afraid
ako.
we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For
Wala,
example,
bawang mamadoang.
I'm struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew
Life
nothing about
wow.
the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I
Abang?
was happy to believe that they were just extremely
Well done,
important to
Gacha.
him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Ay, nakliyatan niya.
Uh-oh. What
Kaya
happened?
kinakalagot ako rin.
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa.
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Tindakan mo sa benar ko.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand. Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this if collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life. It is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild man.
A little confusing. More
Let's try a change of scenery and see if... Rest assured, we'll notify you if we...
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Uy, abro.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded. Though do you have any thoughts?
Well, needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
Wala saja perselesaian waktu mereka menjual.
That is the most likely conclusion based on everything we know. What started as a disagreement over the price escalated and ultimately turned into a tragedy. However, in this case, only one of the parties would have started the fire. That would make the other party innocent, and they would have no reason to hide themselves from the public. If this is indeed what happened, one fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what
Pas
could
ini
have
juga
happened
sepertinya
there?
tidak ada hubungan dengan
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing tech.
Darn! We thought we could get two.
Let's keep going. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Miss...
Okay, but
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse.
Don't mind guys. Wah, at sini ya.
Wait. I hear something ominous.
oh, this must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at
Oo nga,
Beto's
bisa diambil
tournament.
ka.
So,
Taruh atas aja kali ya. Kelihatan kan?
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
but there's nothing here.
It's gone now. But it felt very much like that ancient presence in
That is it.
Inazuma. Indeed. But this... we should remain vigilant.
So it's an
The force is the source of the Tatarigami energy has... Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude...
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang her.
It could well be that he was already under the from what I've... But most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of...
So what should we do?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look. If we
Ayolo.
don't open this door, we can move no closer to the You needn't worry. Both of us have faith.
Muncul ternyata.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire
Katanya na
warehouse
bisa
to
aja ya.
Too scary. Paimon was
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatari... Two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's go. If nothing else, quiet your mind and focus on what you...
Saan yung baul sekarang?
From this point, the trail appeared... The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance.
Jadi dua
But
jangan
a
yang
small...
mengarah ke
Quite...
kanan guys.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls. They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look. the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of well,
Ayun din. Basta mo naman. Sangat ada sekali, guys. Dan maaf so. Yung HP ko
according
din.
to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here. Yes. Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right, so let's get moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct...
Wait, you figured it out?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Yo. Bawa niya lagi, guys. Sekarang kita terbang. Iya, mau ngapain lagi? Yuk.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
Kaedehara KAZUHA. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Lihat gue nih Twitter
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us.
ditinggalin kan?
If it is Amenoma Yuya that stands before, but what
Asu ya.
if instead of facing Amenoma
Kalau
Yuya,
digituin gimana yang?
we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Kalau dia masih yang?
Now that you mention it,
Kalau ditinggalin
it
naik
is
motor gitu.
giving off a strange light. Whoa, whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind. and more recently using the sail as a means to affect, or rather, as a means to occupy Amenoma Yuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of and sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. He not only bestowed upon me the great... In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect...
So... sword?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person, I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful!
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun. Kaedehara KAZUHA, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Iyalah, waibig
There
sila.
can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your body over to me!
Udah galak banget nih orang. Kita bisa pakai
Stabilize! Order
Kazuha.
guide you!
A festive retreat! Fate is upon you! Let me weave you a verse.
Join me and sever that divine light!
Into the wind.
Me! Solidify!
Yeah.
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one!
Lost. I can never lose. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be... He is but a puppet that can be replaced.
Kalau
I
bilang
can
ng
take a
kamu
new...
yun.
The end result is the same! And even if I were to lose my physical... By any means necessary...
Your
What about
fighting
the
style. It is indeed, but from your movements, I sense only hatred and...
Really? You can...
As I've mentioned before, since the blade is currently possessing Amenoma Yuya's body, if you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate...
Are you trying to claim that I am help on his deathbed? He passed to me all of Ishin art's secrets in that regard.
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are... Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything... After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new...
Oh, that's right! Paimon remembers now.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal!
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you acted—
Silence, you blabbering fool! I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see—
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not... It is pointless to argue further. Descendant of the KAZUHA clan.
How stubbornly you stick to— I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty—
What?
Very well. Then find yourselves once we have dealt with them.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose—
Don't
do this, Kazuha!
Ini terlalu beresiko.
This is the only way to save Ame no Yuya. If we don't—
Masa
The
ada-
cursed blade's strength is currently very
Takut lu
weak,
ya?
and I sense he's hesitating. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Not— Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you. We have a chance here to save an innocent victim.
Baiklah.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this now.
Wow, suruh megang guys Kazuha. Yoi.
Kazuha?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I felt a little dizzy at first, but it's all right. So far, this
Langsung
was
boleh
as
jawab
I
aku kalau
expected.
gitu.
I will.
What should we do next?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably— If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between— If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by...
All right. Please lead—
What about Amenoma Yuya?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently.
Are we sure this is a good idea? Okay, fine.
Oh, ini domain. Animo. Waduh, data saya ada.
Leave everything on this journey to me. nature. The wind knows me.
It's my lucky day.
There's more! One with nature. Clouds high.
The birds call.
How are you feeling?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expect. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last.
Something else on your...
How strange. Let's keep going.
Time to go.
Dörtçes mi? Orta dörtçes. Sakit yun.
Time to go.
It's
my lucky day. How's this?
Böyle arttığını yap. Noblesse.
Finally, say no more. Time to go. Finally, let's get down to business.
Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
Into the wind.
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
Apa?
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. He cannot hold out much longer. If he...
But what would that do to
I will be careful with it. He also said he's still trying to achieve his...
Nama jalan yun.
One with nature. The wind knows me. Into the wind. Clouds high.
The birds call.
The wind knows me. One with nature.
Are you okay? It looked like you were...
Yes,
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again.
perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance.
True form? What are you talking about? Is this the
guys.
same blade as before?
Saan
If
ko
you
ba?
choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to... Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from... It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is... I finally figured out why it was that you wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty. The only one who truly understood...
There they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming from? Yup! We can...
Don't worry. It's just...
Huh?
Let's get down to business.
Wind knows me.
Parang sila.
One with nature.
Time to go.
Into the wind.
As one with wind and cloud.
One with nature.
Sarado ng Kazuha.
You fought way better with your...
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in
Kaedehara.
spirit. Though we fought briefly together, no one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not too much time has passed. My physical state, yours, is the blade that took on...
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked.
Kapuigas, but
Forging, and this blade has skill. There is something else I'm... Tatarigami is a... Though you tried to... I resisted it. I feel a great... The moment you have known this.
He gave me... How could I... I said to him, do not work. How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
manik eh.
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause
Nggak
further
ada
harm.
kekuatan jahat.
Let's give... When I touched the hilt for the first time, a bladesmith lay quietly on the bed. His frail a newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively.
Wow.
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned he spent the rest of his life in the forge. Not to vent his... He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma. All he wanted...
So that would have to...
Right. This blade... Yes. Time would not wait. He seems to have...
When I look back, I once told, but darkness, not only did I...
You are finally seeing
Since we agreed, but I still can... So...
Hey!
It has to be done. My physical...
His attitude. What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas, nor have I my fights with you.
Oh,
I will release... You must have...
understood.
I see. I utterly despise... If a duel can... I do not wish to...
There's no need to...
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move. More Ronin could have... In any case...
Yo. i- Mana? Otak siya.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Club. Yep, we still
Yeah.
can't still. Are you
Ibuta
ready?
rin orang.
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishi,
Successor of...
honored to crossblade.
It is my honor also.
Into the wind. The wind knows. Into the wind.
Buat ya Kazuha.
Clouds high.
The birds call!
One with nature. Into the wind. The wind knows.
Yo.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, his sense of savage.
You also fought well. There are a few things.
I must apologize to you.
You need not seek my forgiveness. It is too late.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope I strayed. I beseech you.
Yes.
Thank you, successor of.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want?
I'm not sure.
Pandai besi guys. Ting. Apa tuh Bang Demon? Dibilang apa?
I am sorry to have troubled you.
A prized
Yeah.
Ishin blade. Considering their... But I have some...
Really?
Yes. Badly... And now that you...
I think I know what.
What's wrong, Kazuha?
Si
Yes,
pedang dong.
he said he wants to take
What? No!
He tells me that I have decided.
But... He...
Thank you. Okay. I am ready.
Power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything. You mean
Yes, the cost is my entire consciousness.
Baper.
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the
KAZUHA jadi
Shogun,
tukang pandai
as long
besi ya.
as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by KAZUHA hands, it will still fulfill his final
Lo
wish.
doang kayaknya.
Thank you,
Hidungnya
son
kali.
of the KAZUHA clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind.
Lagi na ito.
Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
rest in peace.
Ada Layla physical.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after
Kagotsurube Ishin. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions. Only in the final moments,
Seems like he really
the same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize. I understand. Perhaps hearing his wish to rival your quest to face the god after everything I've seen.
Oh,
I will continue to support you from this.
wait!
Oh, and it's also time.
The Tenryou Commission.
Wow, you
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted using by means of a series of fortuitous events. And so, it looks like I will...
I see.
The KAZUHA clan, were I to accept...
You missed...
I am aware.
Very well. However, if you...
Great.
where will you travel?
As for my next destination,
Kaya na
let's see where the wind takes me.
Pore aja nanti kalau basi nggak? Bener dapet tuh guys. Dapat resin cuy. Dong ya. Nggak ada. Oh ini.
Stabilize!
Shadows of fate! Time for a light show!
Solidify! This is order!
Here come the fireworks! Let me scry!
Go. Lanjut. SBAA kali ya.
Hey, what's that huge weird thing over there?
It appears to be some sort of machine. And an army cap with traces of hydro next to. Also, there are footprints here. Fresh one.
Really? Paimon didn't...
Traveler, Paimon.
Why?
Someone was here. And they're still nearby.
There's other people here? You said the cap had traces of hydro on it? Then let's follow the traces of elemental energy!
We're close. Watch out.
It's the Fatui!
Awan? Dia pakai apa?
Rain outlines your fire hazard!
Disgusting.
Why are there Fatui on this island? Isn't there a single place in this world without mint, sweet flowers, and Fatui? Interesting observation.
Are you looking for...
A cab! I can't lose it! I don't
It's
know
a yes.
anything!
Is this...
My brother's cab! Don't bully me or I'll punch you in the...
Stop right there! What are you doing here?
Another Fatus! We can ask...
Protect Cappy Cap.
Forget the Cap. It's your brother we're looking for.
What happened to him?
Nothing. He has a... I don't have to tell you anything. Go...
This island
Yeah, what?
belongs to...
What? I thought this island was uninhabited. That's why we came... Fine. It's a new kind of energy generator that I invented. We were simply looking for a deserted island to...
Yeah, and if you don't do as you're told...
Please stop.
Hey, stop crying.
By the way,
Because the cursed thing is broken.
Oh, well, just see...
Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Paimon can't believe we have to deal with the Fatui...
Why would the Fatui appear in such an isolate... Even though we're on vacation, we should... Also, in the interest, let's keep this between us for now.
You're so considerate.
Paimon, you flatter me. The scenery is beautiful.
We're back!
Just in time. So, traveler, utter my supreme...
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, wise Paimon.
Lady Paimon, the time to show your loyalty is nigh.
Wait. Shouldn't Pop...
Yes, we...
Right? While you were off doing your own things, I caught us some seafood.
Now that you mention it, I'm... I, too...
Well, there's plenty to go
Wanna
around, so
meet
dig
too.
in. I can't say I've got the
Inviting Lady...
Paimon's done talking. You guys carry on if you want to go hungry.
I love that barbecue smell. This tastes amazing.
Impressive.
Since Xinyan made dinner for us, allow me to take charge of breakfast tomorrow.
Wow.
Paimon, too. Oh, Traveler, you forgot about something. Let's talk over there.
Okay.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
That whole thing with the Fatui is bothering you too, right? Wait, no, not a bomb.
The
Fenty said
combo.
it's called a... Yeah, let's ask Fenty if he knows...
Assalamualaikum.
Hey, miss me up. I know that.
How come you're
I'm at the cat's tail. So many cats. They gave me some allergy medicine, but...
Could you be any lazier? All right, well, Fenty, there's some strange things...
the cryo archons...
But they're ruining our vacation!
Cryo Archon.
Really? But, you sound fine. They can't have caused you too much trouble, surely. Or, if they did, I'm sure you have everything under control.
Yeah, but something just doesn't feel right. That's why we came to you. Don't you have any information?
I haven't heard anything new about the Fatui. But don't worry. I may be a lowly tone-deaf bard, but I can't promise I'll be... Adventuring is what you do best. It's only natural to the same wind graces the seaside. Okay then, I have to go now.
Okay, so he means we don't need to worry too much about... Well, if that's what the tone-deaf bard says, then when you go off on a long...
Ew. Taruh banget jamnya guys. Ambil minum.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share?
6/5 subuhan. TikTok, 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 TikTok.
Wake, traveler, wake up!
Ngantuk.
Oh, thank goodness you're awake. Paimon has good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first? Okay, Paimon, sorry. Wake up, something's happened. Okay, bad news first. And the good news is...
Ah, look, he's awake.
Careful not to frighten him. He's probably just like the others.
How are you doing, mate? Feeling a little fragile?
So, as you can see, no!
Poor soul. Imagine being...
Well, we can't blame him.
Wait, have you guys always been able to talk?
Of course.
So in other words,
maybe you've gained some...
So you're finally awake. Time to rise and shine.
You're back.
Yes, we went for a little walk.
Everything is fine.
Oh, the servants of darkness have descended.
Main Fräulein means that this is an unexpected
No, that's not even...
Oh, my apologies.
After last night, there have been some...
Yes, swimming birds, flying squirrels, the sun and moon in the...
I heard a strange flapping sound on the island, but...
There was also a peculiar floral scent on the wind. Though there are...
Seems to me like whatever these things...
I tried to perform a divination, but my scryglass showed only...
Oh, Paimon has a bad
I had resolved to summon the Imanakreich in this land, but now we observe...
Wait! You don't think Alice could be... But if it really was her...
Look at them, old chap. Seems we scared the pants off them.
Aye, well, they've never seen anything like this old boat sailed all over the briny seas in its time, and
Exactly! If it weren't for this environment, who would have thought humans...
This environment?
Oh, the environment. Could it be that the environment is what's interfering with my divination?
Dreams aren't supposed to become reality, right? And a dream won't...
What's wrong?
Look! Over there!
An illusion? No, it felt too real to be an illusion.
Those things we saw
Does this mean...
Wait.
Behold! The Imanakreich has come!
Indeed, main Fräulein.
She looks so happy. Paimon doesn't have the heart to interrupt her right now.
Oh, she doesn't seem surprised in the slightest. Does that just come with being an experienced adventurer, or...?
If this isn't an illusion, we ought to go and investigate.
I got an idea. If you hurt yourself in a dream, you wake... Right? So...
I'd rather not.
But that'll hurt real bad.
Hey! There'll be no... Just leave it to us! Hey, Traveler, can Paimon hit you?
I like your senses of humor, me hearties. And
Now, it's understandable, old chap. Haven't you heard?
aye, so they do. A pity, to be sure. Thinking back, in all those years I spent sailing, well then, me lads.
Of course, but how do
Look!
At what?
Blimey, at me, of course. Oh, that's right. I forgot to
Don't you have a name?
That I do.
In that case, Paimon shall name you... Mitaboru!
Mitoboru, you're lucky to have met me. I can sail through the chop. Come aboard!
How very kind of you, old chap. Unlike, don't you know? Some of these islands used to be Mondstadt's mountaintops. Once upon a time, the Animal Archons sliced them off to neaten the place up and chucked them into the ocean. My great-grandfather was on...
How could that happen?
And we've been living here for generations since then. Fortunately, there were a few others. The good thing is that there are no predators or competitors around.
Didn't see that coming. Sounds...
Paimon, please do not make such slanderous statements. The Imanakreich is, of course, a kingdom of night...
Hey, lad. Yes, you. You're from Inazuma, aye?
To set sail is...
Aye. You need lots of courage, and just a dad.
My friends, are you coming too? I want to take a look at the strange phenomena on that island. Also, I smell ancient timber and waterproof varnish on this boat. The scent is indeed from Inazuma, so I believe he speaks the truth.
Huh. Well, what does everyone think?
Oz, lay down the gangplank. Thy prinzessin shall take to the seas.
Let's all go. It'll definitely be an experience.
Ha! Great. And we're off.
Safe travels.
Nagtaboru, guys.
Hey, friend. Your eyes... How come? If you want to know where...
Good going, lads and lassies. Mitoboru admires your bravery. How long have you been here? Oh, it's not your first time. Ha! Well, I never.
Bagus ya. Buat sini. Semut. Udah.
We're almost there. Please take all your personal belongings with you, and mind your step as you disembark.
Look! There's something over there!
Wow. It's... Let's take a closer look. Well, I certainly...
This is a bonsai pot, right?
This bonsai was in my family for many generations. At that time, there was a withered...
Why would someone keep the plant in there?
It's a way of sending a secret message. There was a letter buried down at the bottom, which told of an... I wonder who removed the...
So the bonsai pot belonged to your... KAZUHA?
All right. Though I still don't understand why it has appeared here. I can give that a try.
Give it a try. Wow, my goodness.
Paimon knew it wasn't gonna be that simple. Huh?
KAZUHA! Where are you?
No response.
Look at the most curious. What?
KAZUHA.
It looks like this letter... So keeping bonsai plants really... But the fact that we're even...
Okay. Open. Itu 10. Apa gitu? Oke. Nggak jauh ya. Nge-slide.
Looks like a letter cop.
Oh, what a sad letter.
Lord Kazuha.
Shadows of fate, witness the power of Gugwa. Time for a light show.
A festive reprise.
Solidify!
Delves into death.
I will have order.
I will.
The fuse is lit.
There's more!
The
fairy.
Let me scribe.
Time for a light show.
My blade! It's my lucky day. Order guide you.
Go bishop down.
To the fairy.
Fate is upon you. Let me weave you a verse.
The fuse is lit.
Wah, senang. Jalan. Tuh. Iya. Lanjut.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Guys, sekarang kita turun.
Teach me a lesson. Stabilize.
Delved into death. Rain outlines your fire hazard.
Don't hold back.
Here come the fireworks.
Solidify. This is order.
Written in the stars.
The fuse is lit.
Battle formation. Train harder. Get them. Stabilize.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
I must withdraw.
Fire hazard.
I must withdraw. I've lost. I won't get this.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Remember. Oh my.
The flesh resides in KAZUHA, the future of the... When that time comes,
I heard an old man say something about the Kaedeharas.
Sounds like it might be Kazuha's grandfather.
listen carefully, KAZUHA.
Father, what are you carving?
It's a rock garden. I'm modeling it after this work has...
I believe the other voice belongs to Lord Kazuha's father.
Oh, I see. We have ventured into Lord Kazuha's memory.
Oh, there you are.
Huh? Where did you all go?
This place is a maze. We all got trapped inside except for you.
I've been stuck in...
If this is your home...
It appears that you said that the...
I think these
Maybe that cut to me? I think that this...
I can get...
All our thoughts have... We got in here by touching the bone.
We're back!
Hey, look!
Wait. Everyone, I might have an explanation. My father once mentioned that this pot was originally part of a... When our family fell upon hard times, he knew my grandfather had no interest in...
To hide the letter with that
Yes, and to give my grandfather return. Eventually, he started to... Perhaps influenced by my... And this flower pot was passed down to... It's certainly no coincidence that it appeared here. There was once a time when the KAZUHA... After the Raiden Gokaden incident, our clan's fortunes took a turn for the worse. Later, I fled Inazuma as I didn't want to be arrested. With no one like my aunt. Since the content... But what style?
So do you need any...
I think I'll need a set of tools and some rocks that can be carved and made...
Got it. We'll help you.
We might just get lucky.
I concur.
Thank you, everyone.
Alright guys, thank you buat udah nonton. See you next time.